Today I want to show you how to crochet the even moss stitch. I love how beautiful this stitch is, and it's really easy. If you know how to crochet the slip stitch and the half double crochet, you should be good to go. To get the even moss stitch started, you need an even number of chains. I have 22 here. You're going to insert your hook into the second chain from hook. So this is the first chain, this is the second chain from hook. So you're going to insert your hook into that chain, yarn over, pull through loop, pull through that other loop, and that is a slip stitch. The next stitch is a half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull through one loop, yarn over, and pull through the remaining 3 loops. Our next stitch is a slip stitch again. Insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull through loop, and pull through that last loop. That's your slip stitch. And this is the pattern we'll be repeating down this chain, is half double crochet, and then slip stitch, half double crochet, slip stitch, and you're going to end the row on a slip stitch. So that's our half double crochet. Now we have another slip stitch. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through loop, pull through that other loop. Now we have a half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into the chain, yarn over, pull through loop, yarn over, pull through the 3 loops. Now we have a slip stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through loop, pull through that other loop. So just repeat that pattern down the chain. It's half double crochet, slip stitch, half double crochet, slip stitch, ending on a slip stitch. And I will fast forward now. I'll meet you at the end of the row, and that will be row 1, and I'll show you how to turn. We've reached the end of the row. We have 2 stitches remaining. So we're going to work our half double crochet, and then into the last stitch, our slip stitch. With the even moss stitch, your row should always start and end with the slip stitch. This is what it should be looking like after row 1. You're really not going to get the look of the stitch until you do a few more rows. To turn, you're going to chain 1, and flip your work around. Moving on to row 2, because this is a 1-row repeat pattern, row 2 is going to repeat itself until you finish your project. So I'm just showing you later on in the square where I have more rows going so you can see more what the stitch looks like. Row 2 is a lot like row 1. The difference is that we're working into stitches instead of the chain, but you're still going to end your row and start your row with a slip stitch, and you're going to be alternating slip stitches and half double crochets. So our first stitch is a slip stitch. So insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull through loop, pull through one more loop, and now in the next stitch, work 1 half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, pull through 3 loops, and now the slip stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through loop, pull through 1 more loop, and then a half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, pull through 3 loops, and now a slip stitch. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through loop, pull through 1 more loop, and that's the pattern you'll be repeating down this row, is half double crochet, and then slip stitch, repeating that until you reach the end of the row. Your last stitch is going to be a slip stitch. I'm going to fast forward now to the end of the row so that I can show you how to end it, and then how to turn and go into your next row. Feel free to get creative with this stitch. I think it works great for blankets, especially baby blankets, since the holes produced by the stitches aren't too big so baby's fingers don't get caught in them. I've seen it used for hats and scarves. You can really just use it for anything you'd like. It's a really lovely and easy stitch. We're at the end of the row. We have 2 stitches remaining. We're going to work a half double crochet in the second to last stitch, and in our last stitch, work a slip stitch. You should always start and end your rows with slip stitches. And remember that with the even moss stitch, you will always be working slip stitches on top of slip stitches and half double crochets on top of half double crochets. To turn, chain 1 and flip your work. And your next row is just going to be a repeat of row 2. So your first stitch is going to be the slip stitch. And then your next stitch is a half double crochet, followed by a slip stitch, and repeating that pattern down the row until you reach the end on a slip stitch. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please give it a like, and if you like tutorials like this, consider subscribing to my channel. I release a new one every week.